You know I have, right? You
Quality
know the answer to
control
that.
has already started
That's
here in
right.
Virginia this morning.
Hello again. Welcome to our live Wednesday morning show. I'm Jessica Nall.
Well, I'm Greg McQuaid. You know it means business when we have bowling pins right here in the Virginia This Morning set. We dive first in with a dish that features fresh diver scallops made to perfection. Executive Chef Josh Hale, and good friend of the show, is back with Virginia This Morning to show us how to prepare these sea wonders. Great to see you, Josh. It's a pleasure as always, my man.
All right.
Diver scallops, is there a difference? What is the
yeah,
diver
definitely.
scallops?
Divers are usually bigger. We call them U10 or U12s, which mean you get 10 to 12 per pound. And they started out because divers had to free dive to go get them. Now with modern technology, that doesn't quite happen the same way.
Put the divers out of business, huh?
Yeah, we just call them that still, and that's just how we go by it. So these ones are actually from the Chesapeake Bay. They're local,
They are huge too, Josh.
Yeah, they're big. These are U10s, like I was saying.
In all the years that I've eaten scallops and seen that on the menu, I never knew that it was diver scallops because the divers had to go get them.
Exactly.
Makes perfect sense.
That's a tough living.
Yeah,
right.
not an easy one.
No.
So what we're gonna do here is
It's already off to a good start. There's butter.
Yeah, exactly. And so we get the pan real hot with scallops. That's the key because they will stick. And they love to stick.
Was your pan that perfectly seasoned, Josh, or did you already have a little oil in there? Because it looked like
I had a little bit of olive oil, and then I hit it with butter. And the mixture of butter and olive oil helps it to keep from burning the butter. And since these are gonna be searing for a while, that's pretty necessary to make sure we don't burn that butter. So I'm gonna turn it up a little bit here.
Does the length of searing matter with the size of the scallop?
No, not necessarily, because the sugar in the scallop is what you're wanting to caramelize, and that's what's gonna make it stick, and they're gonna have the same amount of sugar whether it's large or small. I just think that these tend to not overcook. As we were saying earlier, I like my scallop a little medium rare, medium, and the larger the scallop, the harder it is to overcook, right? So
sure,
that's how that works.
When you get those, before you drop those in to get that nice sear, are you making sure they're really dry?
Yeah, exactly. You wanna pat them dry with a paper towel or, you know, a clean wash rag, and I like to lay mine out on paper towels the night before and then put them in the fridge so they get real dry. And you know, the drier they are, the better they're gonna caramelize.
Okay. Is that so?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you season them at all?
No, because here's the thing, they're fairly salty as is. At the most I would ever do is just a little black pepper. And plus, with the rest of the dish that I have going on, will be highly seasoned, and I have a vinaigrette to finish them with. So,
with the 55 ingredients.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not making it easy on myself.
This segment is 14 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
We'll do quality control on Thursday.
So over here in this left pan, I got a little butter again.
More butter.
Everything's better with butter. Yep.
So it's seasoned with butter. We definitely got that. Okay.
And this is unsalted butter, just so you know. Red onion, number one, takes a little longest to cook. And the bell pepper as well. So both of those go in. I'm saying about a quarter cup of each if you wanted to do this at home.
Can I help? You want to put me to work there?
No, you want to stir it around a little bit?
See,
do
let's
that.
earn my keep a little bit, right?
Josh, what we should be looking for when we're out shopping for scallops for home?
Do you remember the last time we talked? It was about salmon.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow those same guidelines. So you want it to smell like the ocean. You know, you don't want any off smell. You don't want it to be sticky. So if you can touch it, the better. You can choose a better scallop that way. And as you can tell right now, you don't smell any off smell. It just smells very sweet.
It doesn't smell like low tide.
No.
Exactly.
This is a high tide operation. That's what we're running here.
Anything in color in terms of in freshness as well?
No, actually, they range in color, and it's interesting because sometimes you'll get a little pink hue or like a tan hue to it, and that actually means that they were pregnant when they were harvested.
Oh.
They were ready to enter that next stage of their life. And so that's one of those little things I've learned just over years of cooking with scallops. You see a pink one, it's not necessarily bad.
You're talking to those free divers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they have a lot of time on their hands.
They've got a new line of work. They're consultants
exactly.
now. That's what they're doing.
So next up we have edamame, which is usually in a succotash we would call for lima beans, but I know how everybody feels about lima beans.
What's wrong with lima beans?
Well, you know, they're not my favorite thing growing up. I remember that.
Okay.
But edamame now is sort of the cool protein.
It is. It's a superfood, you know, and it still falls in line with that whole succotash thing. With any succotash, it usually has corn and some kind of shelling bean. So here I'm using edamame, but you can use lima bean at home, green beans, anything you want to use.
What about
really.
a black-eyed pea?
You could do that too.
Ooh.
That's very clever.
All right, see? Next on the menu.
Next up is charred corn. So I grilled off some corn on the cob ahead of time.
Looks so good.
Removed it.
What if you didn't have that already ready, Josh? Could you just use
You
some
just use
fresh
canned corn.
or canned?
So
Okay.
actually, Succotash kind of stemmed from the Great Depression. You know, people were low on money, preservation methods weren't that good, so they used a lot of canned items, hence the lima beans. And you can kind of substitute anything in canned from there that you want. So this is a cost-effective dish and also sustainable and cheap.
Great way to get your veggies, too.
Exactly.
It's been about 3 minutes here. Are you okay with these scallops like this, or are you always turning and...
If they let go, they're done.
If they let go, they're done.
If they're not ready to be flipped, then they'll let you know.
They are letting go.
'Cause I see a lot of people getting at them with spatulas and all that. That's not the route to go.
It's like you were in my kitchen. That's what happened. I was like, get off the pan, scallop, and then it wasn't ready.
Could you grill these as well?
You could. They're tough to grill. I gotta say, you want to make sure you have a well lubricated grill and a very hot one, because, like I said, they will stick. And if you're gonna grill them, I would skewer them all together, just to kind of keep them from trying to get away from each other.
Keep it the uniformity as well.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we have about a minute left here, Josh.
All right, so let's do this.
Did I throw you for a loop getting in the way?
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
And that's all done?
Oh, that pan's hot.
So all we're doing is kind of getting the...
It's time to plate.
You want to make sure the onions are translucent, and then once we're there, you know, you can take it further if you want, but these are done.
It's ready to go.
So I'm gonna go straight to plate right here.
Man, that looks delicious.
You know what?
Move that over.
Make it easy. See,
It's all about
there's
presentation
a
too, Josh.
Technique
Oh, yeah.
for everything.
So those scallops right there are probably about 3 minutes away.
From being done.
But
Okay.
here's what we're gonna do.
Through the magic of
TV
TV,
magic.
we have some scallops that are ready
Watch out for that
for quality
pan.
control.
Already
Yeah.
hot.
Look
Here
at
we
that.
go. So I'm just gonna pop these back in here for a second. You can see these are much smaller, but
Is that because they cooked, or is that because...
they shrunk up in that oven over there,
Oh.
yeah.
There we go.
So here we go.
All right, let's plate them.
You
Let's
got
do
it.
Yum.
Right on top of that succotash.
That looks delicious. And then that butter.
And that is a serving for one.
Yes.
Right there.
And this is the special we are gonna be running at Uptown Alley.
I love it. Josh,
Awesome.
always a
Thank
pleasure
you
to
so
see you, my man.
much.
We've got the information
Great
right here.
job.
Uptown Alley is
Great job, buddy.
hosting a Summer Fun Pass preview event this Sunday, May 21st from noon until 4. Located at 6101 Brad McNear Parkway, right there at Midlothian, not far from the station. For more information, you can look for details on our show website by early this afternoon at WTVR.com/VT.